Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we are going to talk about the brand new roadmap for The Sims 4. So, brand new roadmap called Seasons of Love just dropped, so we're going to talk about that, everything that we got, and what this roadmap might be about, and also some possible leaks and info about the new packs. But of course, as always, before jumping into the video, if you enjoyed my content, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Let me know in the comments what are you most excited about for this new season of The Sims 4. But finally, let's jump into it and let's talk about this. So the Sims team just released this new Season of Love roadmap, that's how it's called, and they are talking about the new upcoming content for The Sims in the next 4 months, I believe. So I'm kind of excited. There's some info circulating which I'm going to talk about later. So at first, let's watch this video together where they show the roadmap, and then let's go into more details about everything that we know so far. So this is the roadmap that we got. Let love in. This is the roadmap, very nice. So priming for passion, polished my look for a sultry splash. And these are 2 free stylish updates, very interesting. The meeting a little nectar led to a provocative plunge. So this is 2 destination kits. And then we have Fountain of Desire, made waves, but we would anyway. And this is one flirtatious expansion pack. So make your move. This is the roadmap for The Sims for the upcoming months. And I was here on the EA site and going through, so we get obviously the video. If you want to watch it, I'm going to link it down below so you can watch it for yourself. But we get these nice little images here, and we get the 2 free stylish updates, Polish Make for Sultry Splash, this is what we saw, the 2 destination kits, and the 1 flirtatious expansion pack. So that's what we're getting for this quarter for The Sims 4. So this is the roadmap that we got so far, but let's talk about in depth what I think and what we know so far, and all the leaks and rumors that are going around. So for the 2 free stylish updates, we get this very clear image. We get nails and we get hair. So I'm guessing one of the updates is going to add more hair. I have no idea if it's gonna be what I really hope for this update is that it's a retexturing of the old base game hair. That would already be such a huge thing, to have all the old base game hair like from 2014 to be retextured into the hair that looks more natural, like the one that we're getting now in the newer expansion packs. I don't know if it's gonna be that huge. I think it might be more something like new hair added, which is already something nice, and I'm very interested to see when it's coming and what it's gonna add. As for the nails, I really hope they're also taking their time to fix the nail that it's missing from Spade, because we're all still missing that nail, and I'm very angry because that is one of my favorite nails. I'm guessing new nails also are going to be added. These are probably the updates that we're going to see. So for the 2 destination kits, we actually got a leak happening. You can see here the image. We have French-ish kind of vibes here in this cafe entrance. And then we have this poolside area. And when they talk about destination kits, it doesn't mean they're adding new words or anything about going to somewhere. They also use this term in the past already. And it does simply mean that it is inspired by a specific culture around the world. But as I was saying, we already have a leak for these kits. It came out a couple of days before the actual announcement. And we have all the build and buy for these 2 kits. To me means that both kits are gonna be build and buy, which is kind of interesting because it doesn't happen all the time. That usually when we get 2 kits, they're usually one for build and buy and one for create a sim. It did happen in the past that we did get 2 build and buy kits together with Greenhouse Haven and the Basement Treasure kits. I believe those 2 came out together and they are both build and buy. So it's not unheard of, but usually they do tend to go with a create a sim and a build and buy. I guess they didn't do it this time, but let's click into them and actually let's check out these items. So this is the first items that we get, and these are clearly for like a poolside kit. I am not 100% sure what kind of destination this is inspired by. I think it might be something like Saudi Arabia. I don't know if it gives a little bit with the archway and the styles. It does give a Middle Eastern vibe, I feel. I'm saying Middle Eastern, maybe Cyprus inspired. Maybe Turkey also, it could really work with that as well. But what we're getting here, of course, we have the archway. We get this nice big brazier. We get curtains. We got like a drink tray, I think. That's definitely like a floaty. A nice gazebo, plants, we got rocks, and we've seen from the promotional images here that these rocks are supposed to be like they're going around the pool and are probably gonna be like cascading, like making water cascade inside the pool, which is so nice to have like an actual waterfall feature in The Sims. Because as of right now, if you want to make a waterfall in The Sims, you cannot really do that easily unless you like use tools and mods and build and buy stuff. So with these, it's hopefully going to be easier to create a nice waterfall on your lot. And yeah, you can see the style is very easy, like sleek, nothing crazy. But I think since we're calling it a destination kit, that it's going to be specifically inspired by some place in the world. As for the other kit, this is the build and buy that we're getting. And this is so clear to me, this is French. This is France inspired 100%. It's giving very much a cafe, like a boudoir, like a little maybe Paris cafe. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Especially, I'm talking about, of course, we have a wine bottle, but also this menu tray with 2 glasses. This painting right here with like an older 1800s, early 1900s style drawing. I think that's very, very, very French. These obviously French doors, which, you know, makes a lot of sense. But also all the decoration, it's very much romantic. That's the kind of the vibe that it's giving. So this one is definitely French inspired. I'm guessing like cafe, like French cafe inspired. And I really like these items. I think they look great. The only gripe that I have is this table being a round table with a tablecloth over it. So if you don't know, every round table that we got in the game that it's small, so it only fits for a chair, also is terrible. And I really want just a nice round table that doesn't have a cloth over it and is nice. So that one could have been the one, but it does have a tablecloth over it. So I'm kind of annoyed, but it's fine. So that's what we know so far about the kits, and I'm kind of excited to see them in game. If these items that we just saw, any of them are like have specific functionalities, like maybe the coffee machine has like some specific coffee they can make. But nevertheless, I think they look cute, they look nice. Not like show-stopping, but I don't think it's are supposed to be show-stopping in any way. And I like that they're going with destination kits, so they do give a little bit of culture into the game that aren't just the American vibes, and we get a little bit more from around the world as well. So we get the One Flirtation expansion pack, and we also just get the same exact image that we already have gotten for the update. But if we go back to the video and we check out how the roadmap looks, we do get a glimpse of what might come with this expansion pack. So the style of these buildings, I'm not looking at this one and the pool because these ones are for the kits, but the style of these buildings, we do get some nice tall building, and we get these like 1800s city center in European city vibes. We definitely get a nice fountain with a plaza and some carts around, some lakes, nature. So it's kind of nature vibes. It definitely does still give me city vibes though. But I also already talked briefly about this in another video, and I mentioned that there are rumors circulating, especially on Reddit and on Twitter. I've seen a lot of people talk about this, that the new expansion pack was going to be a romance pack, and I think this just confirm it. So we're definitely going to see a pack centered around romance. And I did see some information floating around. If you are in the behind the scenes in the Reddits and Twitters, you probably have seen it as well. But I'm going to list what I know so far that are things that are probably in this expansion pack. Obviously, these are leaks and information that is circulating. Mostly also could be speculation. So I'm not saying this is definitely in that pack, but it could be in that pack. So I've seen a lot of people talk about online dating. I've seen a few people mention that, so we're probably going to see some way for your Sims to click on your phone or on your computer and join an online dating site and maybe find other Sims to go on a date with. So I think that's like the most obvious one that could be added in an expansion pack. Like I could have just guessed this one myself even without needing leaks and info and behind the scenes. Like if you're making an expansion pack about romance, I think online dating is such a huge thing right now, and it's so common that it makes sense to have that also added in the game. What I've also seen in the leaks and rumors is that there probably is a way for Sims to not have romantic relationships with each other, but only a one-way relationship. So like a Sim crashing on another Sim without the other Sim realizing or knowing or falling in love as well. And I think that's very nice. I think that is something that we got in The Sims 2 originally. I don't think The Sims 1 had that, but The Sims 2 did have like some way for your Sims to have a romantic relationship, a connection to someone, and the other person didn't have that back unless they were flirting back as well. I think that's gonna be kind of the same way if it is added with this pack. I think that's a very, very nice detail, especially like when I'm thinking storytelling, when I'm thinking teenagers having crushes on other people. Like that makes a lot of sense. You could also have like a person falling in love with a celebrity and the celebrity doesn't know, and like you can have a lot of storyline, I think, with that feature added. Will it be added? I obviously don't know, but if it is, I think it fits very, very nicely in this romantic pack. Other things I've seen, there's a lot honestly that are circulating, so I don't know which are true or not. I think these two that I just talked about are like the most obvious ones that I like, especially the online dating. I thought that one was obvious with a romantic pack. And I think also the relationship not being two-way, I think that's a very nice addition, and it makes a lot of sense because it's something that we already saw in previous games, and that it makes a lot of sense to have in this game as well. I've seen a lot of other like ideas and speculation around polyamory is one that's going around, which would be in very, very, very nice and interesting to see. I've seen preferences like we had like in The Sims 3, I think, and also The Sims 2, like preferences for hair color, eye color, and if that comes, it's very nice. And also hopefully they're going to fulfill like the whole likes and dislikes thing because it's not complete yet, so maybe they can mess with that already a little bit, maybe do food as well. That would be also super lovely. And obviously I've seen a lot of people talking about the heart-shaped bed from The Sims 1 coming back, as hinted in the basement kit that we got a while back. I don't know if that's coming either, so I've seen so many things and people speculating, especially now that they actually announced the expansion pack being a thing. The last thing I want to speculate a little bit about is the world. So as I said, it's most probably going to be a city-inspired world. There was a lot of nature around, so I was thinking if it's a romance pack, obviously I was thinking France because it's so obvious, but they did do a French-inspired kit with the kits that we just saw. So I don't think it's going to be French-inspired, but I do think it's gonna be like a European kind of city. It could be also South America. I was really wanting a Brazil-inspired word for this. I thought that would fit perfectly with the romance theme, and also we would get some very much needed South America representation because we only have Salvadorada, which is not even a livable word. I would have loved to see also an African word, but I guess we haven't seen that yet. Judging by the art on the roadmap, this is an African word. I would love it for it to be an African word, like Nigeria inspired maybe. Like I'm thinking like huge cities in Africa, maybe Nigeria, maybe South Africa, maybe Ghana. There could be a lot of options, but I'm not really sure judging on the art because the style of architecture isn't really the same. But I guess this is it. Obviously, let me know what you're most excited about in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about the upcoming stuff and if you are excited. And we are officially going to get 15 content pieces for The Sims this like financial year, so until April 2025. And these are already 5 gone, so that's, you know, interesting to think about. But again, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.